I am really starting to get emotional, you guys. What's up, CEB Squad? So today I am doing my 32-week pregnancy update. And I cannot believe I'm already 32 weeks pregnant. This is crazy. I feel like I literally just made my 30-week update and now it's already been 2 weeks. I wasn't gonna do weekly updates just because at this point in my pregnancy, not a lot is really changing. So I just thought every 2 weeks would be better, and that's how my appointments are going too. My appointments are every 2 weeks, which I had my first group appointment 2 weeks ago when I made my last video, so I'll go ahead and kind of touch base on that too and just fill you guys in on what's going on, what's been happening since then. So like I said, my appointments are every 2 weeks, and I had my first group appointment and it was really fun. Like, I had a blast. It was me and 4 other mamas, so there was 5 of us in total, which wasn't that bad because my midwife has to take us each back one by one to kind of do our vitals and like listen to the baby and feel the baby. When we got there, we were handed a clipboard and then we went back in this little room, did our own weight, took our own blood pressure, wrote it down for her, and then we just kind of got to know each other. The moms were really cool. There's 2 moms that are on baby number 3. One of them doesn't know what she's having, and she has 2 boys so far. That's kind of exciting. And then there's another mom in there who is on her 3rd as well, and she has 2 boys and she's having her first girl. And then there's a first-time mama in there who was so sweet. She definitely seems like somebody I would connect with like outside of the group too, which is cool. And she's having her first as a little boy, and she was there with her husband. It was funny because the only one that was there with her husband was the one that didn't already have kids. And then the last mama was a mom. She had 1 daughter and she's expecting a little boy. That's her 2nd. But they were all such sweet moms, and it was just nice because they're all home birth or birth center birth moms, so it was kind of cool to like hear their past experiences. The one who's a first-time mom actually works for like holistic health and stuff like that, so she's pretty educated already too. So it was actually, I've learned a lot listening to her talk as well, which was really cool. After our midwife took us back one by one, then she basically just led us as a group to talk to us about what's kind of going on in our pregnancy right now. She was talking about like looking for signs of labor and kind of when to call. She went through like different positions to be in, like when you're in labor, kind of just explained to us how the rest of the groups were gonna work. So yeah, I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm going to my 32-week appointment with all of them, and it seems like I'm the one who's due the latest because I'm due March 26th, so I'm due at the end of the month. Or no, that's not true. There was one mom due in April. The one who doesn't know what she's having, she was due in April. But then there's one February mama, then the other 2, the first time mama and the one who is having her 2nd child, they're both due in the middle of March, which is actually probably when I will give birth, is the middle of March, beginning, middle. So me and those other 2 moms, we will probably all go into labor pretty close together. Everything looked good at my appointment. I did get a little bit scared because my midwife did think that she was breech for a second. You know, she felt down here to try to cup the head and like wiggle it, and she said that if the butt is down there that it wiggles easier, and she thought it was wiggling easier, but then when she went to go check for her heartbeat, she said she was wrong and that she was actually head down. So thank goodness. I've never had any of the boys be breech before, but I do know I'm still only 32 weeks. There's lots of time for her to turn. Anyways, that's kind of the update on my appointment, how that went. Everything else looks good. Blood pressure was good. I've gained 2 pounds since then as well. Okay, I'm gonna go to my list now. So I'm still definitely addicted to ice, to crushed ice. I seriously cannot stop eating crushed ice. And I talked to my midwife too, and I'm definitely not anemic, so that's ruled out. But yeah, I'm addicted to crushed ice still and my cranberry almond crunch cereal, which you saw in my 30-week update. I am losing my appetite a little bit though, because I've been starting to feel a little bit sicker lately. Like, I don't know, my acid reflux is really picking up lately. I'm not feeling that great, honestly. I've been like a lot slower. I've been waddling. Like, I'm just out of breath just by talking a little bit. There's a lot of pressure. I feel like she is already starting to drop a lot. Still not sleeping very well. Oh, something that's really interesting that I've noticed lately, it hasn't been my whole pregnancy, but just lately I've noticed my hair is growing so fast. It's kind of weird. I've never in any pregnancy had my hair grow quickly, and I feel like it's been a noticeable thing later in my pregnancy, like 3rd trimester hair growth. I don't know. Oh, another thing I forgot to say at my appointment is that I got the liner for my birth tub. So for those of you who don't know, we're doing a home birth. This is our 3rd home birth, but I got the liner for the tub. Funny story on that liner, actually. So with Jackson, we had the birth liner, we ordered it, we had to purchase it ourselves, but I didn't have enough time to get in the birth tub with him, so because he came so fast, we didn't use the liner, we didn't even open it. So, but we knew that we were gonna go on to have one more kid after him, so we just held on to it to use it, and then we were gonna use it for Benny, but my midwife ended up having another home birth that went too quickly, or she didn't use it for whatever reason before me, and so she used the liner for me. And then after Benny, we thought we were done having kids, so I just gave her the liner, you know, because I figured she could use it like more than me, and I'm just paying it forward type of thing. But it's so funny because shortly after my home birth with Benny, my old midwife, you know, stopped doing midwifery and moved on to a different clinic, and now there's a new midwife, but she didn't end up using that liner. And so my new midwife was able to get that liner from her, and now I'm using it. So I got it at that appointment. It like all came full circle. It's so funny how that worked out. That liner has been since Jackson, since his birth in 2016. So fingers crossed this time it will actually get used. Her movements are really starting to hurt me. They keep me up at night. She jabs me just so much on this side. It's crazy. I'm having contractions. I'm pretty sure they're still considered Braxton Hicks, but my stomach is tightening a lot more lately. This pregnancy, I'm really excited because I'm gonna order this thing called Bloom Life. Some of you guys may have heard of it before, but it's like an at-home contraction monitor, and I'm gonna vlog it. I'll make a whole vlog for that and kind of do a review on it. But I've already watched a ton of reviews on YouTube and it looks really awesome. And for me, as somebody who deals with contraction pain pretty well, it's been hard for me in the past to kind of know when it's like really time, and that's part of the reason why we ended up delivering Jackson ourselves, is because I waited too long because I didn't want to cry wolf. I think that this is going to just be way more relaxing for me to know that something is actually monitoring my contractions and knowing when that's happening. Stay tuned for that vlog. That should be a good one. Okay, so lastly, I am really starting to get emotional, you guys. My hormones have just been really crazy lately. As you know, this is gonna be our first girl after 4 boys. I don't know, I'm just really starting to get emotional about it. Like, we're gonna meet her so soon. Just like seeing her and seeing her with Drew and picturing her, picturing everybody being there, and my mom getting to see me become a mother of a daughter. Just all these things are really like hitting me because she's gonna be here so soon. And I just know it's gonna be such an emotional day. I know my husband is just gonna be smitten. We're all gonna be smitten. All of her brothers are just gonna be smitten too. I don't know, it's just like really starting to make me weepy thinking about it. But I'm excited, I'm excited. The other thing is I started watching birth videos on this thing called BirthTube on Facebook, and I didn't even know this was a thing, but people actually go live on Facebook and they record their births, and so I've been watching some of them, and oh my gosh, It is freaking me out, honestly. Like, I'm not usually a scary laborer, and we'll have a birth vlog and we'll document her birth and everything for you guys. I don't know, it's just starting to get me like a little bit nervous to push her out because with Benny, it hurt so bad. With Jacob and Braylon, I had an epidural, so I didn't feel it. Jackson just came flying out of me like so fast. Like, I didn't even have time to be in pain. And then Benny, he came out fast too, but it was slow enough for me to really hurt and feel it. I don't know. And just like watching some of the moms, it just made me cringe a little bit. So I need to not watch that anymore. And just know that I'm strong and I do deal with pain really well. Okay, so lastly, we'll just go to Obia and I will read what they say on there. Obia. Okay, so 32 weeks pregnant. Baby is probably sucking on her thumb and is busy sprouting some hair on her head. She is also rotating into the birth position as she moves her head closer to your pelvis. It is time to start thinking about the delivery, including whether you want to use pain medication during labor, which obviously we're doing a home birth. How is baby? Baby keeps getting closer and closer to being born and now measures close to 18 inches, the size of a pomelo. A pomelo? What is a pomelo? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And weighs about 4 pounds. Holy smokes, 4 pounds. Her head has a full coating of fuzz and her skin is filling out as she packs on the pounds. She is a little ways away from her first mani-pedi, but she does have a full set of both nails and toenails already. In fact, one of her favorite activities right now is sucking her thumb, which actually improves coordination and familiarizes her with her body. You're a bit of time away from when baby sucking her thumb could be a problem. At this point, it's probably actually a sign of healthy development. Baby is practicing for the big stage, breathing and swimming like crazy. She is also probably already in the head down position, which she is, to prepare for delivery. Although there is no guarantee, over 90% of babies born in the 32nd week of pregnancy survive. Well, that's great news. If the reality of a person in your womb hasn't sunk in yet, it really should. It has. How is mom? This late in your pregnancy, you know your symptoms pretty well, and of course they differ between all moms. You've probably reached a peak in increased blood flow by now that's been contributing to any number of symptoms. Those symptoms are probably still present. Just remember that 50% of blood in your body is currently helping to keep baby snug and safe and is going to help make up for the blood you lose in delivery. Probably the most common symptom of third trimester pregnancy is the increased need to pee. Yep. So never go too far from a bathroom. The hemorrhoids, flatulence, and constipation might continue as well. It's also important to prepare for after delivery. You will want to be as prepared as you can be for baby's arrival, including baby-proofing the house to keep it safe and welcoming as possible for the day when you finally get to bring her home, which that is one of my favorite things about home birth. She's already home. All of that definitely holds true to where I'm at right now. Oh gosh, just reading that made me so out of breath. So here is my 32-week belly. Well, that's all I can think about. I'm excited, like I said, for my next group appointment. It's really nice to be able to just go and mama chat for a few hours. Drew stays home with the boys. That's it. We're doing good. Me and Miss Penelope, we're doing great over here. 32 weeks. It's crazy. Alright guys, well, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and continue following along with our journey. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!